Every Sunday, churches are filled with believers lifting their hands in worship, but are they truly saved? What if I told you that many who call themselves Christians are walking a dangerous path, one that leads to destruction? Could you be one of them? Watch this eye-opening message to discover if you're truly walking with Christ or unknowingly heading down the wide road to destruction. Don't wait, your eternity is at stake. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and hit the notification bell for most engaging video. Today in this video we'll try explore why, then, do most Christians go to hell? Enter through the narrow gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate and narrow the road that leads to life, and only a few find it. Matthew 7 verses 13 to 14. Jesus himself warned that the road to destruction is broad, and many are on it. Sadly, this includes many Christians who, though claiming to follow Christ, are walking on the easy, comfortable path that leads away from him. Why? Because they have been lulled into complacency, convinced that outward religion, social respectability, or occasional church attendance is enough. But the truth is, Christianity is not a label, it's a lifestyle of deep surrender to Christ. Not everyone who says to me, "Lord, Lord," will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Many will say to me on that day, "Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name and in your name drive out demons and in your name perform many miracles?" Then I will tell them plainly, "I never knew you. Away from me, you evildoers." Matthew 7 verses 21 to 23. Imagine standing before Jesus, certain of your salvation, only to hear, "I never knew you." This is the reality for many Christians who believe their good deeds or religious works will save them. But Jesus makes it clear, only those who truly follow him and do the will of the Father will enter the kingdom of heaven. The heart of the Christian life is not about religious performance, it's about relationship. If you don't know Jesus personally, you are on dangerous ground. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You are like whitewashed tombs, which look beautiful on the outside but on the inside are full of the bones of the dead and everything unclean. In the same way, on the outside you appear to people as righteous but on the inside you are full of hypocrisy and wickedness. Matthew 23 verses 27 to 28. This hypocrisy is alive today. Many Christians put on a facade of righteousness, attending church, serving, even leading, but their hearts are far from God. They live double lives, indulging in sin behind closed doors. Their faith is merely skin deep. What about you? Is your faith real, or is it just a show for others? I know your deeds, that you are neither cold nor hot. I wish you were either one or the other. So, because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I am about to spit you out of my mouth. Revelation 3 verses 15 to 16. One of the greatest dangers for Christians is becoming lukewarm, comfortable, complacent, indifferent to the things of God. They do not burn with passion for Christ, but neither do they outright reject him. They exist in a dangerous middle ground, thinking they are safe because they attend church, yet their hearts are far from true devotion. Being lukewarm is a form of rebellion against God. If you're not passionately pursuing him, you risk being spit out by the very one who offers you salvation. Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me. Luke 9 verse 23. True discipleship is not about comfort or convenience. It's about dying to yourself, your desires, your plans, and following Jesus, no matter the cost. Many Christians are unwilling to take up their cross. They want the benefits of salvation without the sacrifice. But Jesus calls us to a life of complete surrender, where our will bows to his and our lives reflect his love and holiness. Will you be among the few who choose the narrow road, the difficult path that leads to life? When the Son of Man comes in his glory, and all the angels with him, he will sit on his glorious throne. All the nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate the people one from another as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. Matthew 25 verses 31 to 33. On that final day, many who called themselves Christians will realize too late that they were never truly His. The sheep, those who followed Jesus wholeheartedly, will enter eternal life, but the goats, those who merely gave lip service, will face eternal punishment. This sobering reality is the fate of most who profess to be Christians but never truly surrender to Christ. Why do most Christians go to hell? Because they have embraced a form of Christianity that lacks power, sacrifice, and true relationship with Jesus. They have chosen the broad road of complacency, false security, and self-deception. Jesus' call is clear: follow me. But following Him requires much more than a label or an appearance of godliness. It requires a heart fully surrendered, a life radically transformed by His grace, and a willingness to take up your cross daily. Are you truly following Christ, or are you deceived into thinking you are safe while walking the broad path to destruction? The time to evaluate your life and faith is now. Heaven and hell hang in the balance. This message is designed to challenge and awaken the hearts of Christians, forcing them to reflect deeply on their relationship with Christ. The vivid imagery of the wide road, the false confession, and the final judgment creates a visual journey, guiding viewers through the stark realities of heaven and hell. Through powerful storytelling and Bible verses, this message aims to stir the soul, urging every believer to reconsider the depth and authenticity of their faith.